Hey guys, good afternoon from Dhaka Bangladesh. Let me review a classic fragrance for you today. This fragrance I've been owning for a very long time, and I actually wanted to do a review, but I never ended up doing a review. There was a reason for it, okay? I got this fragrance a couple of bottles when I started my journey in Bangladesh, like 2017 early. I used to collect a lot of these. Earlier days I used to collect Bogart fragrances, Davidoff, Azzaro. I wanted them all. I was collecting in a sense that I wanted those, are more affordable fragrances in my collection because, Adidas, Nike, I bought a lot of fragrances you must have seen. So I did a lot of body spray reviews back in the time. So I'll be doing another body spray review today. Yeah, this one alongside it's EDT version. There are plenty of version of this. I'm just gonna review these two. Okay. So this fragrance it's called Brut by Fabergé. Okay. So I hope I said that correct. And this is a classic fragrance. If you have seen the name and if you do not know what this fragrance is all about, perhaps you haven't been in the mall or maybe you're very young. And this fragrance is release of 1968. Yes. So this fragrance it has a lot of memories with us, this kind of fragrances, denim, body spray, shower gel. So this whole line has a lot of product. Okay, so I'll let you know my thoughts on this one, what else they offer here, and is it any good, how much it costs and stuff like that. So the reason, first of all, let me start with the reason I did not review this. I got these bottles, like I had a couple of bottles. Okay, I'll show you. I have these two bottles. Okay, one of them is fake. I'm pretty sure about this one because one of my brothers in Bangladesh, he asked me, brother, where did you find these bottles when I posted in like 2017? And I said, I got this in, Shimanto Square, like it's Rifle Square. There's one place in our near area. So there they used to sell these fragrances. But he went there and he said, brother, this one is a fake. I said, really? I bought it from a good shop. They are selling all original. He said, no, this is fake. This fragrance, particular bottle, if you see this color, bit mossy green, this bottle it came in a see-through plastic kind of a box, not the paper cardboard box. So I do not know where I have those boxes, but this is a fake. And I said, how do you know? He said, if you read the lettering here, you cannot pick this up, I'll read it for you. Okay, if you actually can read here, if you can see here, it says the ED toilet, that's okay. But for men, if you can see, right, it says doorman, not foreman. There's a D instead of F. So that kind of like made it very funny and obvious that this is a fake, because it's not supposed to be a printing mistake from original company. So this is a counterfeit product, and this fragrance has been cloned a lot. So that's the reason I really put it out. I never used it. It smells nice. I mean, if you see, the full bottle is almost full. I never sprayed it that much, but the smell is kind of nice in this fake one. I must admit. So this one has this nice sort of the stag, but I'm not going to review this one. Okay, so let me review the one that I do not like much, but this is the Brut Parfums Prestige, and this is since 1965, they said. Okay, but this one, it says EDT for men. Okay, this one has I mean, oh my god, this is horrible. Okay, it says for men. So, and the smell is kind of identical to the body spray. So these are the two that I have, but oh my god, this is really tough to take it off. Okay, now it's off. Right, sorry. So these caps are really tough sometimes. Okay, so this fragrance has a very cool, old school classic, sort of like a beer bottle kind of a bottle. You can see green, dark green, and this one bottom is like there's nothing much there. It has this Brut written. I like this color, and there's a sticker. It says 100 ml, and I believe these are EDTs, and this is for men. Very old style sort of a sprayer. Okay, spray is okay. I mean, let me show you the sprayer. I've been used it for a long time. Sprays out a lot of juice. Okay, yeah. So this fragrance, I mean, oh my god, this cap is so tight. I'm sorry. So let me use this one as a reference point, because this is the one I use the most in my school days. Okay, so this is something I bought recently, and I just wanted to get it because I want to use something like it, because summer here, right? It's very hot. I want to use it again. I want to use it like not a little bit. I want to use a lot, like casually, guilt free. Body sprays, you can do this. Okay, let me show you. You can do this. This one works like that. You can go, you know you can go overboard, no problem. That's the reason I got this. I big mistake. Okay, sorry. So yeah, this is Brut. This is how that body spray looks. This is the most affordable version of this one. It says Brut, pretty cool green can. It's like tin can, and it looks like Axe and some of your other body sprays, Old Spice and stuff like that. It says original deodorant. I don't know, it's like Brut Parfums Prestige since 1965, and then it's costing here about 255 taka. That's like around uh, $2.50 around there. Very strong, the alcohol blast. Okay, so yeah, all the information. This one is how many? What's the size of this? This one should be 200 ml. Yeah, it says 200 ml. So let me review this one and let me tell you if it's worth looking at. Okay, so this fragrance, the original one, the Brut, it has a lot of other forms. They have soap, they have body spray, they have aftershave, they have the plastic bottle, this little bit wider. I'll put the thumbnail. You can see the other products. You can even Google find it. And then they have the big glass bottle that looks like an aftershave, but it has the sprayer and stuff just like the denim ones. And then they have the old school, the very old one. The first batch was the splash one. You just open it like that. There's no sprayer. You just use it on your hand. And these fragrances are, if you like Old Spice, Pakuraban Purom, Azar Purom, this is like kind of oak mossy, old school barbershop sort of a masculine fragrance. I saw a comment on YouTube. They said Brut is sort of like a Savage back then. Everybody had this fragrance, like Brut, DNA, everybody knew back then. Brut, denim, and Gillette, they used it a lot. So my experience with this one I used back in school. Used to have in backpack. Used to keep it after playing cricket match, football. When you sweat a little bit and you smell already like sweaty and stuff. So after you take shower and everything, you just spray this and you go out. That's what we could afford back then. Not lucky like kids like today. But yeah, this is a lot of good memories. So many of you who are 30s, 20s, like not 30s, they can actually relate to this fragrance. So yeah, let me talk about the notes in this one. Top note, you get lemon and bergamot, star anise and basil, and then mid note you get lavender, geranium, jasmine, ylang ylang. The base you get sandalwood, oak moss, vetiver, patchouli, tonka, and vanilla. So to be honest, I do not get all those from this fragrance, but what I really get, it's a very let me spray a little bit on my hand. Okay, then talk about from the body spray is the interesting one. I really like this. Okay, so this one's, if you buy a body spray, you should know one thing: it's gonna have a huge alcohol blast up top, because body sprays are all about water. They have gas, water, and a lot of alcohol, and they have very little amount of perfume, which is why usually they do not last that long. But this one, I think the body spray lasts decent 2 to 3 hours, because for a body spray is not bad. And if you spray on your shirt heavily, like before you leave, I think it will last you about 4 or 5 hours. For school, college, I highly recommend this. It smells like a really manly fragrance, but anyone can use it, no problem. So what I get from this, if you see it, when the alcohol disappears, you get a very fresh, sort of like a green opening. Okay, and it's kind of fresh, citrusy, uplifting, lively, summery, sort of a fresh opening. If you like the likes of Cool Water, Aspen by Coty, if you like those fragrances, a little bit green, a little bit blue, citrus, this is the kind of fragrance Brut is. Okay, Brut also has the yellow one, red one, like different other colors: yellow, blue, red. I did not try all of them, but they're more or less all pleasant. So this one especially is the original one. That's why I got this one. The green one is my favorite one. I use this the most. So after that, you start getting a little bit of this powdery sort of lavender. It's kind of gets heavy on the oak mossy sort of feel. It's green. It's like foresty green, fresh. Like if you like Pakuraban Purom, it's somewhat similar to that, but Pakuraban is much more greener, much more stronger, much more premium. These ones are your, let's say, average Joe's Dior Sauvage. If you cannot afford a fragrance like, let's say, 10, even $25, you can easily get this for $2, $3, $5. Not $5, $2.5, around like $3 tops. For 200 ml, you can use it for a very long time. So if you're a school kid, if you are working and you want to smell nice, but you don't have the money to buy a full-on fragrances, even you say Perrier Red or CK1, if you find those to be expensive, this is a very good solution to this. This is still available in market, pretty nice. I just want to review it just to bring back memories, a lot of school memories with this, a lot of college memories, and even in the university, when you have a perfume. Tell you something funny. Okay, let's say I used to own this perfume, you guys can relate. Lacoste Purom. You might think this is a cheapie, everybody calls this a cheapie fragrance, it's like a very cheap, $30, $35, $40, whatever. But back in the time when I was in school, this was not cheap. I had a small 50 or 30 ml bottle of it. I used to wear it only for parties, party time, some dinner invitation or Eid day. a special occasion, I wouldn't use this like everywhere, right? But when I used to have body spray, I used to go like heavy on the body spray. Let's say we're going for a cricket match, we're going downstairs to go for gym, ping pong and stuff like that. That's when I used to use body sprays. Not just this, a lot of other body sprays. So it brings back memories. I will use this sometimes to use on Fridays, weekends. Friday's weekend here. It smells like a weekends. 90s. We used to watch movies like The Jaws. We used to watch like The Birds. I think it reminds me a lot of 90s. I grew up in 80s and 90s, so I have good memories of 90s. So I am 80s kid. This is a true classic for me. So there's a gentleman, elderly gentleman. I have watched his video so many times. If you really want to know about Brut, you gotta watch that video. I'll put the link below. If you want to learn about Brut A to Z, watch his review. He has broken down all the different forms that Brut comes in, right? So I just want to introduce it to you. If you go to the market, give it a try. It's a good body spray for everyday usage, good for gym, everyday, school, college, sports, stuff like that. Thank you very much for watching, and it has been fun reviewing this. And be mindful of the fact that do not buy a fake of Brut. Buy from original sources, shops there where they're selling original legit products, and watch for this one. If you see something like funny like this, ADT for doorman, not foreman, doorman, DOR, then it's a fake. Probably do not spend even $10 on that one. Prices on these are, I think the EDTs are maybe $20, $25, perhaps 100 ml, I'm not sure, maybe less than that, but buy original, okay? So yeah, that's all for today, and try out Brut, the whole product range. You might find it interesting. Have a very nice day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.